Right. We are live. Just jumped in here right away. Finally figured out a way to make it work out. Um, so we are here. We are reacting. Unfortunately, right now, Jacksonville just scored another touchdown. I'm going to do this. Let's see if we got. I think display one has its own volume. Well, maybe not. All right, so we'll keep it like this. But yeah, so right now, Florida State down 21-7. But we are back. We are live. So this is exciting. Somebody pointed out. So very cool. I am just meandering around, trying to get some things set up over here. Again, I was able to find it, so I want to jump online right away. And now that we are back and live and able to watch it, this is going to be awesome. We are going to come back. We're only down 14. We're only down 2 scores. One of the scores was a one score is an interception, return for a touchdown. So, that happened. So we can definitely get. Let's see. Like I said, just over here on this side, trying to set up. This is where I'll be able to kind of make sure that the stream is running appropriately. So, and we've got this over here. There we go. All right, so just make sure the stream is showing up everywhere. I don't know if that one's not showing up there. Maybe we'll reset that again. Hopefully that one is playing. Let's see. That's not what we wanted. Nope. Over here. So yeah, so we are, we're viewing, we're live. There we go. Things happening now. So we are live. We do have the game going on. It's exciting. I did not realize. I'm actually trying to ping back to the person who gave me the heads up of where I could find it. So let's say right now. There we go. See right there though, you got to lean forward. You got to lean forward. You got to go for the first down. It's a yard difference right there, but it's a huge difference in your next play, right? Because now we're going to be 3rd and 1. But that's exciting. So happy we're able to get this. Now, would it be slightly more exciting if we were, winning? Yes, that would definitely be. Would be way better. There we go. All right, 4th and 1. Push, push, push. Depend on the spot of the ball, where they spot it. First down, Florida State. Nice. So again, that's kind of what I'm talking about, though. We don't have to go for the first down there. Hey, Fear the Beak. What's up, Brian? Oh man, I was all over the place. I know earlier, just trying to scramble to get it to go. It's the first time that I've had this issue with one of our games, and obviously, the judgy ref was back there. He was being all types of judgmental while it was happening. Deep pass. That's a catch. Oh, this is all right. Now I have to figure out why this other system it's definitely showing up on here, showing up on here. The only one that we're missing is this. But let's just go back to there again. It should bring up. Oh, it's so weird. I don't know why it doesn't. Oh, well. That's fine. We don't got everything else working. So, good deal. All right, previous play under further review. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be exciting. We have the opportunity now. Now look, I mean, right here, I mean, that's a catch. I don't know what else they would be looking at here. I mean, he holds it against his body, and his bottom's on the ground. His head's on the ground. Everything's on the ground. So I mean, I don't know if they're looking at something else, but. Whew. Nice. Oh man. So I tell you, today's been a weird day. It's been a weird day so far. Yep, that's me turning the volume. But we're back. We're live. And cool thing is, hey, we can do some Funko stuff at halftime. I got a bunch of boxes. Funko stuff came in right here. And, well, that's because the NFL refs are, well, they're like ACC refs. Really, they're just so many bad refs. Trevor, you better get your wheels, buddy. Or throw it away. That's fine. Throw it out of bounds. The receiver there. Get rid of the ball. First down. Keep it at a 1st and 10. So. So great. And I just ate some nachos. So that was kind of cool. I got to take a moment out and put some nourishment into the body. So. Thanks for. Oh, there you go. Pass interference. There we go. First down. Spot the foul. Solid. Yeah, now right here, you don't have to put your hand on his head and step over him like that. I know I'm pointing at the screen, and you can't see what I'm pointing at. But, oh, come on, tell me that's not a lineman. We are so... So for those that don't know, Brian is on the Jacksonville State side of the entertainment here, and we are happy to have him. You know, last week we had quite a few Miami fans, and they were nice. That was good because I think at a certain point, if someone's just getting beat so much, you just go, yeah, we can't even talk trash right now because it's just mean. Like, you're just getting beat up already. Yeah, there we go. Clean off the top of that monitor. But, yeah, so right here, I mean, look, I think I don't know if it's 2nd down now. I was like everything spinning across the bottom. But, you're not the energy. Yeah, no, I at no point did I think that you're laughing about an injury. No, because I was talking about the Miami fans. Dang it, there's another lineman. We're already short on linemen. So, way more interesting when it's close. I like it better when it's, at least if it's going to be close, if we're in the lead. Yeah, that's definitely that is definitely pass interference. I don't know if he had to teabag him on the way out, but, you know, the Fortnite kids. By the way, we do have the foam finger today. We got the ref back there. I got some hats. I'm not going to do the shirt changes this week. Look, we're just rocking this shirt, Fear the Spear, to the end. Although, this may be one of the last games wearing this shirt if we lose this game, because this shirt has not done well this year. Touche. So, and hey, you know, we've got, you know, people are watching on Facebook, you're watching on Twitch, you're watching on YouTube. So, if you're wondering about some of the interaction, like, hey, who's he talking to? Right now, we just got Brian over and on Facebook gaming side. FB, I think it's fb.gg/thecoachlou. If I'm not mistaken, that's the way you can get to it. Oh, big run, first down. I tell you what, we're moving the ball. That's what they just needed. They needed me to find the channel. That's what was happening, right? The team was like, "Hey, don't do too good yet. We got to wait till Lou shows up, and then we'll do better." So, yeah. So first and goal, is pulled it back. I tell you, oh, yeah. I mean, it's always good that they got back on it as well. I'll just move this over on this side and. So, some notifications over here.
Leading the team, coming in with 11 receptions. Just had the one moment to go, and now it's a second down. And goal from the 10-yard line. Jordan's got 4 carries for 15 yards. Red leads the way with 4 carries and 19 yards. Here's Travis, a little pump to the end zone.
Oh, maybe a flag on that one too. Yeah, you can only turn around so many times. It would be what, first goal at the nothing. Yeah, that was pass interference defense. First and goal at the 2. Woo! That's teamwork. Exactly. It's we appreciate your team helping our team move the ball down the field since we were having trouble with it earlier. So we definitely appreciate that. Wow, I downloaded 3 sports apps, just in an attempt to get this push. Nope, that's short. Definitely short. So, you know, I'm a bit of a homer, but at the same time, I can admit that one didn't. We did not score on that play. But it's gonna be second down. Second down, and it should be 1 really. I mean, obviously second down and goal, but it should only be about a yard to go. Yeah, from there. Yeah, that's the old, New England play. All right, look, 39 seconds left to go in the half. We're moving up. Now we're at 13. We can make the kick. Now we missed a kick earlier in the game, so we missed a field goal attempt. I think it was a 49-yarder. And then on top of that, look, one of the scores was a pick 6. Without the pick 6, it's a tied game. Well, if we make the kick, obviously. But without the pick 6, everybody's in it. So. But, yeah, I mean, we're definitely, there we go. So we're down by 7, 39 seconds left to go. So, yeah. Look, but I mean, 75 yards, 13 plays, but there were 2 pass interference calls. And then a couple, there was the one catch that was just amazing. Then you got the Chiefs social distancing with the band, but also wearing some of them they're wearing kind of specialized face masks. So they can still play their instruments and at the same time kind of protect for face masks. So that is cool. Yeah. Again, man, the day is starting to turn around some. Yeah. All right. So at 39, I mean, I think you kick this one. I think you just legit, you boot this ball as far as you can. Look, if they take a touchback, I don't think that's a bad thing. It keeps from, a penalty or something happening on the kickoff on the return. So, I mean, right here, I'm only so smart, but I would kick this one legit. I don't think you squib kick it or anything. It's too much time. And Jacksonville State has moved the ball down the field some. Okay. Yeah, so he took that's one of the newer rules. It's been around, I think, it was at least around last year. I don't know if it was around the year before that, but you can actually fair catch the ball and just take it as a touchback, which I think is a great rule. one, you don't have to question, oh, is the ball going to go in the end zone or not, and where am I standing? And then two, you can immediately just go, hey, don't come down here, don't hit me. I'm just, we'll take the ball. I think they take it at the 25, if I'm not mistaken, right now. So, yeah, I mean, Jacksonville State's got 2 timeouts. And with that, I mean, look, a 40-yard. I thought you were just saying, right, instead of right. Yeah. Oh, he's only 10 for 11, so he is vulnerable to possibly miss a pass. Wow. How do you? I mean, I guess we have 2 timeouts as well. So, but
especially if you had a Jacksonville State team with a couple games under their belt, hey, maybe
yeah.
they'll come in here. But this is the first game out the chute. Says so much about Coach Gross.
So,
And his
I don't know.
his
All right, they Hey, look at that guy running. He's got the whole bucket. So. All right. Well, they're gonna take it out there. We're gonna do. Let's see. Da da da. All right. So, look, they're going into halftime. All right. So we're gonna be that. They're trying to do like some sideline kind of reporting, but they're yelling at the coach. Yeah. You know what though? But I mean, you have the lead, and you're really looking at trying to make big plays. I mean, you have to move 75 yards, 30 seconds. You could definitely do a couple plays. I don't know. I mean, but we can also take the timeouts as well and heave the ball down the field. So I'm not totally against it, but I think it's the type of thing that could also bite you later on. So for those that are just tuning in, they're going into halftime. We're going to do a little bit of Funko unboxing while we're at halftime here. We'll still keep display 1 up. We're going to go. I got a different thing here, so we go over to Pop Price Guide. Boom. So we'll get the Pop Price Guide up. And again, the game right now is at halftime. So that we will just put. I know I have it up here somewhere. That one we don't need anymore because that didn't work. This one here, so just gonna minimize this screen. Pretty much, just it'll let us know when the game comes back on, basically. And then, so yeah, so let's unbox some Funkos while we're at it. So there we go. So that's live. It's just not, like I said, it's at halftime. We don't need to watch Talking Heads talk. Why watch Talking Heads talk when you watch me talk? So, let's go. Yeah, I think that's going to be big enough. I know sometimes we got to zoom in a little bit. So we've got some stuff from Funko itself. There's a really cool pop at the very top. That one we're going to open up last. So this guy will be the last one, but we are going to go into what we like to call here knife time on the show. So we got that guy last. This one is from Funko itself. And then we've got this big box that showed up over here. Overpaid Yammers, I know. That's what I'm talking about. And knife time is the best time. So, what we like to do, there was actually some, they did a cool thing. It was kind of a whack, but then they did it as a scratcher ticket thing. And it was for a good cause. Somebody needs some help. And they, some people donated some pops and such. And then you just bought a scratcher ticket. They scratch it off to tell you what number you got. And that's the pop you got. And with that said, it was a little while ago. So I actually don't remember exactly what's in this box. Other than knowing that it is Funko Pops. Or it should be majority Funko Pops. So, I don't have the normal setup, right? So for those that watch most of the time, you'll see I've got the second camera over here. We like to call it the cat cam. We don't have that one set up, so we're just going to show right into the screen. So, just to start out. Oh, look at this. This is nice. We got the Pez, glow-in-the-dark Pez. I did not know this was going to be coming. With the Joker, which is really cool. I've got the Chase variant of this, and now I've got the regular one. So that's the gaming Joker Pez, and I know that guy's in here. Gaming Joker Pez. And database items. Should be in here. Might have to. Huh. Maybe it's not our Pez. Give me Joker, Joker, Joker. Alright, well. Maybe it's under gaming? Nah, it's gonna show everything in gaming. Alright, well, we won't worry about that one. Yeah, Caesar Romero. This one is, I would say it looks closer to the Caesar kind of version. If you look at the face, I feel like that's a little more of the TV show kind of original Joker. Definitely, not comparable to the current Jokers that you see, like in the newer movies, if you will. And let's see what we got here. So, some of the tape is taped together, or some of the tape has stuck to some of the other ones. But first out the gate right here, this is the Energizer Bunny. I actually have a couple of these particular bunnies, so this one definitely will be for sale. But we'll show it up. So it's just the Energizer Bunny. I mean, I think he looks cool. Pretty neat bunny. Again, I got the other camera over there. I just didn't set it up on this. But, Energizer. And so the default Energizer Bunny is this guy right here. So he's valued in at $9. I don't know if you all can see. You know what? Let me go, I'm going to focus with PPG. Well, that's basically the same thing we just had, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Well, it's moved a little bit, I guess, because whenever I've got the something thing there, so we'll just go. We'll do it this way. We'll try to zoom this guy out a little bit more. I don't want to cover up my face. So yeah, so this guy's coming in again, like $9. It goes into like a mobile view. All right. Well, that's as big as we can make the screen. But Energizer Bunny in there, $9. Not a bad one. Again. Oh, yeah. I can't even remember getting... This is a cool one. It's a cool pop right here, so we'll open them up. I don't know if you can tell exactly what it is, but it is Marty McFly. Back to the Future. Gotta go back in time. And again, we're going to try not to cut ourselves. We've been really good about not cutting ourselves, surprisingly. Overall. And again, we're trying to do this just over halftime, so I know we've only got like 20 minutes. Hey! There we go. So we got Vass over there on Twitch. He's over on the good old mobile view. So this pop is really cool. I do not have this one yet in the collection. So this is Marty McFly. Checking his watch. So... yeah, I'm not going to be able to stack these up high enough for y'all to be able to see them that way. But, oh well. But, Marty McFly, checking his watch. We're going to take a look. What number is on there? 965. That's going to be a little bit easier to search by 965. Check his watch. Look, coming in at $16. So that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and so you see they did the scratchers. And they legit, like, actually scratch it. So they had the numbers for the scratch offs, and then they scratched them. And another cool thing, this was part of the group I'm in with Funko Asylum. So Facebook group, Funko Asylum. Shout out to them. Shout out to Sean Holland. He's the one that sent these over, and you can see they kind of got the Why So Serious Joker stickers. And let's see. That's a cool one. See, I can see what they are right down here. Yeah, I guess we'll go with this one next. So this guy's pretty cool. Again, right now we're at halftime in the game. Halftime in the game, so we're just doing some Funko unboxing. And we have a really cool pop here at the very end. So definitely going to try to speed through these a little bit. But yeah, Marty McFly. We're going to... yeah, there's two sub-variants. And usually with the sub-variant, there's the different stickers on it. So this one has the Summer Convention one. So we're going to add that into the collection once we sign in. Oh, well. Sign in later. We don't have time for that. All right. Next up. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. So it is Scooby. This is the 50th anniversary Scooby-Doo. And he's got the Sammy with him. So that is pretty awesome. $6.25. See, I just look over to the side. You can see the stream going on that. Scooby-Doo with sandwich estimated value. Hey, $24. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Again, next up, this guy. This guy can snap his fingers and stop everything. We've got Thanos. Thanos is the next one. Again, try not to cut ourselves. As you can see, they're still doing, halftime talking heads up there over in the corner. So as soon as that is, as soon as we get back into the game, we'll put the game on the big screen. Even if we got some pops to go through, we'll kind of do both at the same time, just so we can get through them. The box that I did get from Funko itself, that one has a number of duplicates in it. So I was just able to get a couple. So a couple of those are going to be for sale. Obviously the ones that I'm going to, what I'll keep, and then I'll end up selling the other one. But this is Thanos, so it's part of a Marvel collection. Thanos. I'm trying to remember what the value on this guy was. Thanos 509. Let's just do 509. Might be a little bit easier. Yeah, first appearance. $14. Value on that one down $1, but not a big deal. It's still a cool looking pop. Next up, we've got Wolverine. So this one, I believe this is like part of that 80-year. Yeah, it's part of the 80-year collection. I have not seen a lot of kind of resale value with the 80-year version of these pops. I think they look cool. It's the first appearance pops, and so one interesting thing about these. Here we go. So we got Wolverine. He's a pretty cool guy, but the nice thing is that it'll actually show you on the back the first comic, if I'm not mistaken, where they first appeared. And so this one's $5.47. Again, this one's not going to blow it out of the water. It's going to be, that's the metallic. Nah, that one's not metallic. This is going to be first appearance. Yeah, $5. We knew that one was going to be a little bit lower on the value prop, just with, the 80-year guys. And then next up, we've got Miles Morales. This one is the gamer one. I have the Chase variant with him unmasked. So to be able to have the masked version of it as well is pretty cool. So now, if someone's trying to complete or if they're looking for both, yeah, I got both. So, again, it looks like, not back on the field yet. We got those that are tuning in. We are at halftime in the game. And so, at halftime, we're just doing some Funko unboxings. So, we got Miles, and I know I keep showing it on the other side. You put it like right above the chat, and that's where we can see it. So, it's Miles. As the gamer, it's going to be Pop 541, and those that are wondering, this is Pop Price Guide. That's just where we're looking. It tends to be one of the more reliable sites. So cool. So $15 on that one. We're gonna move these guys to the side though, because I told you we got some really cool stuff. We got a box here from Funko that has, I believe, 6 pops today. Maybe more than that. I don't remember what I ordered, man. It's been a little while. Sometimes they take a moment to ship them out. All right. That is it. That is everything in that box. That box goes away. Next up. Now this is all from Funko itself, right? From the Funko shop. So Funko.com is where you would find that out. And again, big shout out to Sean Holland over with Funko Asylum. Again, that's where all those pops that we just saw came from them. We are at halftime in the game. So, yep, they're still showing commercials, stuff like that. And in here, yep, we've got 6 pops. And, let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to save that one for the end. Which one is this? It looks like they came in pretty good condition, which is nice. We will show this one, and then, again, I got 2 of each on these. Yeah, they look like they showed up in, yeah, sometimes, some people have been showing some Funko boxes from Funko Shop that's been, like, beat up. But these guys actually showed up pretty well. So, very cool one here. This guy, it's part of their remix line. This is remix, so it's like one of the little alien guys from Toy Story mixed with Bullseye on there. And so this is pop number 757. So run over here. So yeah, I probably should have set up the cat cam. I just got a little lazy. Now it's saying like $15. These were $15 just to buy them. And then you had free shipping if you bought over 60. So ultimately, my order, I had free shipping on it. But yeah, that one, Bullseye ended up, he was still on, whenever you went to buy it, he was still up on the site for a while, so it did not sell out very fast. I believe it's sold out now, but it did not sell out very fast at first. Now this one, I know, it should have a little bit of value to him. This is... yeah, it's a little bit on the side, but it's not bad. And this is Stitch on tricycle. And that's pretty cool because it's got a little, little tricycle in there. And again, I've got 2 of each of these. So this one I will probably try to sell just to keep adding to the collection. But then very likely just keep one. Look, I mean, this guy is coming in at $36. So again, it was, I think it was like, this one may have been a little more. I think the next one definitely should be a little bit more as far as what I paid for it, because that's just how Funko was doing them. Now this next one is pretty cool. You see the box is a little bit different, so it is not the same type of box that we were opening, because if I'm not mistaken, this one comes in a hard stack, and so pretty excited about this one. It was interesting. It was one of those you either don't know if you love it or hate it. When they first talked about what the design was going to be, and then as we got closer and closer, I was like, I think I like it. So I ended up picking up one of these guys. Yeah. So now it's a box. It's a box and wrapping, and it is in a hard stack. So that is cool. The nice thing about it is that the pop on the inside should be in good shape. So, and again, we still have one more pop after this. So I've got one more pop after this to show you. But look at this guy. Bugs Bunny. It's the art series, so it's Bugs Bunny, and he's got like a carrot camouflage, if you will. Have I gotten a Baby Yoda yet? I do have a Baby Yoda, and he is on that wall somewhere. And I have the Target exclusive Baby Yoda. I think. Let me see if I can. I thought he was next to Biggie Smalls. He is. All right, Brian, just for you, my friend, we are going to dig out Baby Yoda. Nope, that's not going to fit. Will it fit like that? Not very well. All right. So I do have one Baby Yoda. It's just a little bit difficult to get to. I got to move Huckhound out of the way. All right, Brian, you've been there the whole time. So this is the Target exclusive, The Child, which is actually a pretty cool one as well, just because we like to pull up the prices on here. Now, these are not, we're not bragging when we show the prices. We're just doing it because, some people are just kind of interested. Coming in at $19, which isn't bad, especially for what Target sells pops for. But I do have one. It's the only one that I have. It happened to be the Target exclusive. And the interesting thing with that is I logged into Target. I was trying to get Doomfist to make sure the Overwatch collection was complete, and I needed to add to be able to get like delivery or something. So Baby Yoda was my ad on there, and a shirt. But yeah, so this is the Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? I think we just have to type in Bugs Bunny on here. All right, so it looks like they are. Yeah, they're getting ready to get back on the field over there. So yeah, it's coming in at $39. I think they were like, they were around $30 just to buy. So no, you don't worry about it, Brian. Hey, that's the thing about whenever I'm doing any of these streams, if someone's got a question or something like that, like, you're like, hey, do you have this? I knew it was right over there. I knew I could get to it. No worries. And now the game is getting ready to start back up, but we have enough time to open up. This was a pretty good win. This one was in a WAF. It was on Pop Nation. So it was with Pop Nation group, and Fernando does a really good job of packing, obviously with what's on the inside. This guy's going to be fun. The teams are just now getting onto the field, so don't worry, we're not missing anything yet in the game. Yeah, we definitely don't want to cut through the box. I tell you what, we're going to go to the bottom of the box. Right? Sometimes you can't get through the top, we just go to the bottom. A little bit easier. We're taking it out of this box anyways. There we go. All right. So, packed really well, as always. He's a really good, he's a good source of knowledge for Funko Pops, as well as, he somehow gets a hold of the Pops, too. And I know that he'll drive over to the Funko stores as well, just for where he lives. But this one, you know, it's kind of interesting that we did just bring out the child, right? Baby Yoda, if you will. Because this is a Star Wars Pop as well. So keeping in the Star Wars theme, this is Shock Trooper. Shock Trooper is from 2015 Galactic Convention. This is the, I believe it is the, I don't know if it's a shared sticker. Well, I'll take a look. I think it's the shared sticker. But Shock Trooper. So Shock Trooper right here, $140 pop. So it's up $30 recently. You know, and again, you know, the pops, they kind of jump back and forth. But yeah, I mean, this guy, he has spiked in value and it's kind of stayed up, you know, so we'll say, you know, 100, 110, you know, look, it's jumped up around 200 a little bit as well. But this guy right here, really, really cool pop. I mean, the colors on it are awesome. And again, he's sending in a hard stack, which anything over, you know, like $100 you really want to send, definitely hard stack, because you want to get there in good shape. So, yeah, and I think I ended up winning. I think I spent like $6 on the, you know, like $6 or something like that to participate in the WAF. So over here we will go. Move that back where it needs to go. The reason just for moving it to the side is, you know, copyright stuff like that. We want to make sure that the content is happening in front of you, not what's on the screen so much on that side. So knife time is over, but very cool. Look at that. We got through all of those pops and the one Pez, the Joker Pez, just in time. So Florida State's got the ball back. We're taking it out of the end zone, and we got a caravan. All right. Nice. Woo! This is great. All right, I'm going to put Huck Finn back up. Where Huck goes. Put the Diva box back. Again, it's one of two pops that I have out of the box. One of them is Diva, but that goes up there. Just so I can move these guys over to the side. And again, we want to make sure we don't drop that Shock Trooper. Yeah, they did such a good job sending it. All right, so 1st and 10. Great field position. Just... That's down to the 15-yard line, and that right there is why, very likely why they decided to just take a knee at the end of the quarter and just call it a, you know, take the yards, you know, take the lead into halftime. Whew. Oh, the flag down. No.
As far as the penalties go, it was trouble in Miami, but it was a lot cleaner in the first half.
So this whole play is negated due to a false start again, or is it just? No, I think it's a penalty. I think it's a false start penalty on this new play. Yeah, it's on the okay. Whew. Oh, okay. Well, just, you know, there's no way he grabbed around the helmet since it completely got ripped off. Yeah. Yeah, he literally just ripped his helmet off, but we're not going to throw a flag on that. How do you take the guy's helmet off? There's no flag? I have to remember I'm wearing white shorts, so I got my feet. I just don't want to, you know, I don't want to mark the shorts. But yeah, I mean, great field position right now. We're in the right. Oh, up the gut. He's still on his feet. Woo! Woo! Lousy trying to blame the equipment guy. Exactly. Yeah, what is it with these yeah, must have been a UF equipment guy on that. So it's awesome. All right. So we are a minute 2 seconds into the fourth quarter, or not fourth quarter, into the third quarter, right? Just after the half. They're gonna review this. It looked good. It looked good the whole way. Hey, and I know we got a bunch of other people that are coming on. Thank you for those that are joining, whether you're joining on Twitch, you're joining on YouTube, you're joining on Facebook Gaming. Thank you so much. Right here, you're gonna get the spin move. Look at how he keeps himself up, keeps the knee off the ground, and then at this point now it's just ball security. He's in. They're gonna, yes, they're gonna review the play. You're always gonna review it. Just make sure you get it right. But yeah, this should be a very quick. Hey, coach, can you make that screen a little bit bigger? Just starting to finally look up. Let's see here. We can go a little bit bigger with it. We can take it all the way up to where the ref's hat is. So right up to where Judgy Ref back there has got his hat going. But all right. So now, if we can kick the pigskin through the uprights, we could tie this game up. So I have no idea why they're telling people to hold up and go. Okay. Just trying to get everybody in their spot. All right, right here we can tie this up. Oh, hey, Brian. So the funny thing is, Brian, you and Brian, so Brian and Brian, DeMaio and Nixon, have very similar length names. And so I thought it was Brian D that was saying it. So this is awesome. So we have ourselves. Are you just yelling because I'm yelling in here? So right now in the other room they're watching Florida Atlantic against. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We just want to do that right there. So in the other room they're watching Florida Atlantic versus Charlotte, I think it is. So we'll put the game back up. Don't worry, we're gonna put the game back up. It's just the commercial stuff like that. We don't need all of those being shown. So yeah, unless you want to know about security companies, I mean that's what they've got going on right there. So we're still commercial on that side. You guys watched last weekend on the Miami blowout. Yeah, I remember it was boy, I tell you that was a horrible game on my side. It was a great game for them. I did manage to party it up that evening. So that was nice. I was managed to make sure I didn't remember most of it. Went back, watched part of the stream, and that was fun. I mean, we went in the second half of that game. We just went over, played some Overwatch. FAU finally has a coach that's worth a damn. Yeah, and we're paying a lot of that FAU Coach Taggart's salary as well, because he was with Florida State, and when we let him go, here's a whole bunch of money. So that was horrible. But you know what? Hey, we got you pretty lit too. Yeah, well, that was only because when if you remember when we got them to punt, and I was like, did we just get them to punt? If anybody if you guys say in the chat right now that somebody says that we just made them punt, I'm doing a shot. And it was like 3 people like, yeah, they just punted. I was like, well, I guess I'll do 3 shots. Bam, bam, bam. Took care of it. The great news was, look, I felt great the next day. Overall, by the time I went to sleep, I had a bunch of water, everything before I went to bed, and slept in, and he kicked the punt. Yeah, that was it was one of the few shining moments of the game to see that it actually happened. But yeah, that was fun. Tonight, really, I'm just drinking the Monster. I got Monster and water. If you watched last night's stream, we were just playing Overwatch, and then I had a few beers during playing Overwatch, and then a little red solo cup. So with that, I said today, we're just gonna have just gonna get Coach on here. So yeah, he's killing it Overwatch tonight too. Yeah, it was. I think we have to beat. Overwatch was going okay. Even after we stopped the stream, still played some Overwatch. Yeah, I don't know if she needs to keep adjusting everything because she probably does not realize that she's on TV doing that. But yeah, we try to, I try to have fun. Regardless of whether we're, playing Overwatch. Sometimes we Call of Duty is another one. I think the other day, Vass was streaming the other day. Him and I will stream. A number of times we'll do it together and play like Monopoly. We're playing a version of Monopoly. It's called Rento. And we play like that. We play Ticket to Ride. That keeps fun. You got to keep tradition. Yeah. my liver has been good to me over the years, and I try to be good to my liver on occasion. But now, if let's say we turn that game around, then yeah, if we turn that game around, we'd win that game. I'd be like, I got to keep doing this every game. I got to do my part for the team. So, all right, 3 plays, 63 yards. Yeah, 56 seconds. Yeah, that was it really started on the last drive for us was off the kickoff. Being able to get nice field position, I think it was around the 36-yard line, 37-yard line. She has to come back and watch. That's awesome. That is awesome. No, well, hello to her as well. There we go. Come on. Ah. Now you gotta be able to tackle a guy. That's the only thing, right? At this level, come on, Samuel, you're better than that. Yeah, man, it's all about just having fun over here, and definitely, when the chat's going good, we're getting a lot of kind of back and forth on that side of it. That's what makes it awesome. So after this play, I'll tell you what happened post stream last week after the Miami game. There we go. Go check him. So the judgy ref in the background, judgy ref back there, he is an inflatable ref. It's like a weeble wobble, right? So you're supposed to be able to punch him. He gets, I think it says punch me at the bottom. Let's turn this way. Yeah, so it says punch me down at the bottom. Well, at the very bottom of the ref is a bladder that you fill with water to keep him upright, right? So it's the counterbalance. Well, for some reason, right? Not only did we lose to Miami, not only was I feeling good at that point, ref sprung a leak. The valve popped open and the whole studio got wet, and so yeah, what you didn't see on the stream was me crawling on the ground under the table. Mrs. Hand came in, she helped out and lended a hand, and just towels all over the floor because there was so much water. I did not realize how much water was in the bottom of the ref. So right now he is waterless, and so that's why he's just kind of propped back there because he is not going to stand up on his own. If I move him, he just falls over, which is pretty funny to watch, to be honest with you. But yeah, so that night I had to open up the slider and I threw him out in our patio and just picked him up the next day. On that, yeah, the defense, and the other thing is that our defense has one. We're not going to aim pressure on a quarterback. There you go, push it. So against Miami last week, we don't just knock him out of bounds, but then we hit him late, right? So we give him another 50 on top of that. It's nice to see, at least on this one. Yeah, you look. I mean, the guy just, yeah, a little bit of just a little bit of a pick. But right there, we push him out of bounds, but then we don't do anything else stupid to give him even more yards. So look, if we can hold off on some of the penalties, that's great. But yeah, well, it was a little bit of a pick. Pick played, maybe not intentionally, but likely kind of drawn up that way. Like, hey, you go over here. But there you see. Now we got to at least defend some of these. I mean, this quarterback has not missed very many. He was 10 for 11 at one point. I gotta imagine he's missed one other pass since then. But the problem is that the passes that they're making right now, the plays that they're running, are not plays that are like super unique, right? They're not like, oh, we're gonna heave the ball 70 yards down the field and they're gonna catch it. These are plays that other teams can replicate, right? Other teams can replicate it, and we still have more teams to play, right? So if you're watching the film and you go, hey, yeah, we just have to throw 5-yard passes, that's definitely a flag. That's definitely a flag. Yeah, that was it darn near ripped the jersey off. Yeah. I mean, that's a good penalty. So, I mean, the same thing happened with it going the other way. But yeah, sometimes you gotta, if you just blew the coverage on it. He's trying to push off a little bit. Don't get me wrong. He is pushing off. But you gotta do that. It's looking like a throw and catch pass should be swarming their feet. Right, and and I remember FSU of old that could run man to man and jam them at the line, be right on them, and keep stride down the field. So yeah, it's like I don't know. I feel like we're letting a lot of that go, and J-Ville is a nice team, right? They're a good team, but we should be. We're not a great team, obviously, but we should be a better team than we are, right? We have more talent than the way we're playing, right? So right here, so coach is saying like, hey, be smart, be smart. We don't want any penalties. Yeah, cuts our defense hole. Oh man, back at, like when I was in school at FSU, our teams were amazing, and then look, not long ago, we had 2013 great teams. We're not getting any pressure. Well, that's an incomplete pass. All right, so 3rd and goal. What would be nice right here, if our defense can lock this up, put them into a field goal position, right? Like, I mean, obviously, look, if we get the ball, we can get a fumble, an interception, recovery type of thing, something like that. That would be best case scenario. But right now, I really think we just need to, let's hold them on 3rd down. Let's make them kick a field goal, at least attempt a field goal, and then. They're FCS. I believe that they are one of the better FCS teams, though. I could be wrong. I'd have to double check that, but I believe they are one of the better teams. Like Appalachian State and stuff was FCS. Oh, is that no face mask? All right, good. All right, so 4th down. I feel like they should go for the field goal. It doesn't look like they are. They're like 5 or 6 out. Trying to look. No, it's about the 3 or 4 yard line. I don't know. I wish we could see the field to see if they're setting up for the field. Okay, Cooper's off the field, so definitely field goal attempt at least. 21-yard attempt. The problem is with kickers, the fact that it's on the hash. It didn't be. Oh, that was not ideal. All right, he hooked it in there. Sometimes whenever you are 4 straight Ohio Valley Conference champs. Yeah, so they're an FCS team, but they're like a winning FCS team. Versus 2014, 2017. All right, that was a few years. Hey, I remember back in 2014, Florida State had a pretty decent team back then too. Undefeated regular season to where we, I think it was that 14 or 13. I know that we won the championship in 13, but I never remember if 13 is. So 13 we won championship. 14 we were undefeated regular season. We lost to Oregon in the championships, and it was actually in the playoff games in the first round of it. But we were good back then. So yeah, it's an FCS team that can play. I have no idea who this phone number is, so they are going to voicemail. Good luck. Leave me a message. So, so 12-13 was championship. 12-13 was championship. Okay. So then 13-14. Maybe because there was one year I went to like almost every game, and I just don't remember if I went to the championship game, and then that following year started working at my company that I work at now, or if I was working at that company, and then went to the championship game after that. I don't remember which year I went to like just about every game. I can figure it out though. Won't worry about it. So we just won't worry about when I went to the game. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that the information's not good. That might be a blessing. Yeah. Based on score. Well, hey, we're turning things around. Let's see. I hear we don't want to see it, but the FSU app is available to listen. Oh, nice. So very cool. So apparently it's on the app as well to be able to get if you want to listen to Gene Deckerhoff and William Floyd call the game. So they've got notes out there. Cool. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, 2013 National Championship. Yeah, that was great. They're calling back your cards getting more. Look, Brian, I'm telling you right now, we're getting a lot of those calls. I don't know if it's just, and the odd thing is like I'm not driving anywhere. Like my car's running fine because it's not running anywhere at all. We're not getting out. We're just kind of hanging out and chilling. which is, I mean, it's great for stream time, so we can actually do this. But yeah, otherwise, potentially would be up there. Hey, Whataburger, I worked there at one point in time. By the way, best thing to do at Whataburger, at least back in the day, was you get your sandwich on toast. Whatever sandwich you're getting, you just tell them you want to put it on toast. 22-yard line. All right, yeah. So right here, guys and gals, if we can go down the field and let's say we get a touchdown, we can take the lead. It's so exciting. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I mean, right now, so it's 24-21. Right now in the third quarter, nobody stopped anybody. Right, we went down, got a touchdown. They came back and got a field goal. And by we, obviously, Florida State on this side, but we've got Brian D in the chat. He's saying fear the beak, right? So he's with JSU. But Jacksonville State, yeah. Hey, you put your shoulder pad in? No, not that. Yeah, there was no message left, so it's definitely not somebody who really wanted to get a hold of me. And of course, I just said that nobody stopped anybody yet, and now we're going to go to third down, and they're going to call it 3rd and 2. So we'll see. Honestly, I feel like this confidence builder for us. Hopefully, I mean, look, to be down by down 14, and to not give up. There you go. And also, just converting third downs is big. Making progress is big. Defensive side of the ball, why are we losing another lineman? By the way, I looked up and it looked like he was missing the whole bottom section of his leg, and I'm like, how do you get your leg cut off? That is not what happened, but they're going to roll him over. Man, that is unfortunate. Look at it. We really, really, really just can't afford to lose linemen at this point. Fully automated robotic lawnmower, obstacles, etc. Hey, Garden Gnome. This is not the. I wonder. So this one's cut to the edge. Landry. Okay. There was an old automatic lawn cutter. You used to have to. I think you put up like a fence for the machine. It kind of guided the machine like where to go to and fro, if you will. I don't remember what that one was called, but. Yeah, they're kind of presenting it like it's something new and exciting, and there may be some advantages to this one over what existed before, but it did not catch on, the old one. I feel there's been potential be a great quarterback for FSU in the next 2 years. Yeah, so Travis is doing well. I mean, I know that they wanted to get, was it Nate in the game, and he got to play early on. And then we've got quarterbacks. The thing is, though, and I'm not seeing as much in this game, and we're just not seeing a ton of, defense on that side. But if we can block, it will do a lot for us, right? We've had issues with the line, and those issues just continued. And I know that we've got we're trying to fix the line by using JUCO, right, to get guys in that are a little more seasoned and get them in their play. We're trying to recruit guys to get them, onto the team and build them up, right? Get them into our strength training, get them into our skill training. But in the end, like, we need these guys to perform too. And if the line is blocking and doing the things that are necessary on that side of it, then the quarterback has a chance to actually do some stuff, right? I mean, like, Blackman's okay, but the trouble with him, I don't know, maybe he got hit too many times, right? He's just tired of getting hit at this point, which I don't blame him. So, I mean, he's really only moving the ball. And yeah, but if you remember against Miami, he came out with like an ankle, like as soon as we're moving the ball a little bit, and then out with an ankle injury. Oh.
When it's big on big and you're locked up like that, you're so vulnerable.
Yeah, and you know what? Right there, that particular play, I don't think that the defender was really trying to do anything. Most of the time, these guys are just trying to play ball. In that case, it just looks like he's coming around the side, runs into a big guy. He's diving down to the ground, ends up rolling up on him. So it's unfortunate. Hopefully it's kind of the case, where you're hurt, but you kind of come back. You're like, oh, okay, no, everything's fine. It's gonna work out. But yeah, we definitely. I mean, look, we're looking better. for everything I've been able to see. And look, I didn't watch the beginning of the game, obviously. There you go. Now this, right there. See, so, and that's the other thing too. If you have linemen that can open up a hole and get through, you know, as soon as you get past the line, now it's just about making guys miss. And Webb's doing that. I mean, you know, we've got talent. We have talent. We gotta see them do it. But yeah, right here. I mean, we got, you know, 2 running backs. These guys just come in. That's kind of a funny picture if you see what they just drew. But right there, I mean, that's good blocking. And then once you pass that first level, then make a guy miss. You know, and holding on to the ball, huge. So yeah, I mean, I think. Look, you know, it's definitely. You talked about Brian Ince said it was a confidence builder, likely for FSU. I agree. So fast over at Twitch says, "Hey, why wear a mask if you just pull it down and yell, or yank it down and yell?" Yeah, I'm with you. It's, you know, I think that, you know, the mask, you've got to learn how to work through it, or how about this? Give him a megaphone, right? Give him some type of you know, it doesn't have to be an overwhelming megaphone, right? It doesn't have to be, you know, something that, you know, speaks to the whole stadium. But they have fake whistles, right, for the officials. I know the NFL does kind of the fake whistle. They press a button to make the sound instead of actually blowing through a whistle anymore. So why not give them some type of audio amplifier so that way they don't have to pull the mask down? You know, I mean, obviously these guys are all right next to each other, but Coach Norville was out last week with the coronavirus for a positive test, at least, right? He said he felt fine, but he's, you know, had a positive test, so he should very much should have a mask on. I would say, I would agree. All right, yep. So we're running a little bit of an expedited thing, and look, I get it, like, you're trying to talk, but there's, you know, put a you know, a big kind of a bee mask on. Oh. Can we get a flag on that? A little flag, maybe? Didn't throw him hard, but it was a little, you know, after play. Also, would have given us a first down. That would have been nice. All right, so we got right now, so it's 3rd and 3. Oh. Huh. Yeah, so this guy, so, you know, sometimes whenever you're looking at, and guys, whether or not they're getting hurt, most of the time they're going to fake an injury, they go down, they, like, grab a leg or whatever. Oh, yeah. So that's where he hit him with that arm right there, with that shoulder. You could see Peyton right there when he goes for the tackle, right, hits him with this arm, and then when he still tried to make the tackle, he actually only reached out with one arm. He didn't even try to go with his left arm anymore. So this is unfortunate. You know, look, there's a lot of fans out there that could care less than a lot of fans that go, hey, we want to see, you know, yeah, get him out of the game, hurt. Yeah, I don't know. I feel, you know, these guys are out there usually trying their best, and never want to see someone get hurt. So, yeah. Now you're sore there. Well, you got to quit hitting yourself. Why are you hitting yourself, Brian? You should be sitting back and just watching the stream. But, oh. All right, Duke Syracuse next Saturday, by the way. This is check your local listings, because we will not see that game on here. I'm trying to see who we play next week. Let's see. Next week. Oh, next week we play Notre Dame on NBC. Yeah, that's a game that's going to happen. I don't think, I don't know how we're going to do. I have to take a look. I'm not positive if I'm going to be able to get, there you go. See, that's good effort plays right there. That's what we're looking for. Definitely good effort. Yeah, so next week we play Notre Dame. I mean, in theory, we can win. Although I will say right now, I don't know if that game's going to be postponed or not. Notre Dame's having a lot of issues, at least on their campus, with COVID. So we'll see. Okay, kind of. It's a little bit like a screen. Yeah, our guys look. They look lighter on their feet. It is at Notre Dame. Yeah, so it is limited in person. Yeah, so I mean, it definitely looks like the game is still on. It's a 7:30 game. It's on NBC. So I have to see. I have to test out. I won't do it right now, but later on the day, I'll take a look to see if I can get some of the NBC channels that come up. Likely, I can, but I feel like something moved. Right. That is so now we're cramping up. The thing though, like Jacksonville State, like they should be used to the heat as well. Like I mean, it's Jacksonville, right? Jacksonville just it's east of Tallahassee, quite a bit east, but east. All right. So in the first half, oh wow, yeah, that. Yeah, and then it's going to be another touchdown, put about 14. And Florida State, 41-yard pass here. Did he, oh yeah, so he actually chucked it. Wow. And a double coverage. Appointment television. Yeah. Look, if we could beat Notre Dame, I mean, I think they're ranked third right now, at least on, seen there just a second ago. No, rank 5, sorry. Hold the ball. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, Jacksonville is west of Tallahassee. Negative, noob. Oh. Wait. So, which Jacksonville State are we playing, by golly? Now y'all got me confused. Wait, is this? Oh, this. We're playing against a team in Alabama. I'm not a smart man. I never claimed to know what I was talking about, folks. So yes, so this Jacksonville was. By the way, New Black Gaming, good call out. That's on me. I will say, I am really bad at geography. So the fact that I had the wrong Jacksonville, but the right direction for the one I was thinking of, I still give myself 20% credit. So, good job, Lou. That was a high five on my side. But yeah, okay. So this is a team from Alabama. Sorry, you guys. I haven't been, national champions where I'd have to know where you're at. Yeah. And in case you're wondering, I feel like an idiot right now, but I'm okay with that. Hey-o! Florida State in the lead! Yeah, that was the Jacksonville I was thinking of the whole time, was the one. Just because there's such a large landmass that Jacksonville, Florida, takes up so much land. I think they're one of the biggest cities, just because in terms of square mileage. But look at this right here, right? This is, look, I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm making it inside this pylon. Nothing to risk. Oh. Hey, Vess, yellow fingers for everybody. So, in Overwatch, there's a shot caller. So, at the end of the game, you can endorse players, right? So, you have, like, good teammate, sportsmanship. So, there's a couple different ones. But then there's one that's called a shot caller, and it's yellow. It's like you get a little yellow finger check mark. So, we call it yellow fingers. And this is my garnet and gold finger. Who knows? Woo! Yeah, Jacksonville City, in the lower 48 by square miles. See? Boom! I know some information. I just don't know the right information about some things. Woot woot! Exactly. Oh, we've taken the lead. Look at this. we just needed the coach to be watching, right? We need the coach. We needed Brian and Brian. We needed Vass out there. We needed Noob Gaming. We just need you all on board. And by the way, for those that were that started to stream with me earlier today, we had some trouble getting through ESPN, and apparently it was blacked out on ESPN because Fox Sports was showing it in this area. So with Fox Sports showing it in the area, what will happen is that the networks will have kind of different agreements with, hey, if we're going to carry this, you can show it anywhere except in this territory, and obviously it's for ad revenue and such. But yeah, I had some friends of mine over on Facebook were like, hey, did you try Sunshine? Did you try this? And I ended up checking out CBS and checking out Fox, and Fox Sports worked. Go figure. And yeah, we're going to check out NBC as well. I wonder if there should be some games on NBC right now. Well, I'll do it later on. Hey, the future of lawn care is here. That's where we're at right now, by the way. Florida State football is in the future of lawn care advertisement division. So, oh man, yeah, that's right. We had a couple of third downs on there, right? So we, the guys are not giving up, and I'm saying it looks like our offense and our defense needs some work, but the offense looks like they're light of feet. They seem spirited, maybe is a good way to say it. Loose. And you could see it in the effort on the second and third tries. So yeah, right. I mean, so we're doing the 4 down linemen. I think we're coming in with the blitz. Well, they picked up the blitz. Wow, that was a great catch. That was a great catch. D. Russell the third. D. Russell. So, is she going out after this? I don't know. It seems like a very after hours. I mean, not like a super fancy thing or whatever, but I guess you pick a color that neither school's wearing. That's a block in the back. A little block in the back right there, but yeah, right. Our defense really needs it. Like we just, we sent the extra guy on that first play, and the receiver made a great catch. We got picked up by the back, so the quarterback didn't get hit. Looks like getting back to the second half team. I tell you what, if we can get that fourth quarter FSU team back too, those are the days. Oh, it used to be you would get to the fourth quarter at Florida State, and unless you were an elite team, you weren't coming back if you were behind. Fourth quarter, we had on lockdown, right? Elite teams, everybody had opportunities. Oh. There we go. The defense starting to loosen up a little bit here. I mean, because I will say, Cooper has a very clean jersey right now. Delicious. Zephyr Hills. That's in Florida. Yeah, that's not Zephyr Hills, Alabama. That's Zephyr Hills, Florida. So, by the way, after the stream's over, I'm going to go tell Mrs. Ann. I'm telling her, hey, guess what mistake I made? Geography mistake I made on stream today. And she will laugh because it's hilarious. No flag, no flag. It was over his head anyways. See, that's what I said. Clean play, no flags. So, here. Yeah, he does eat some grass stains on a jersey, right? Well, because, I don't want Cooper to feel like he didn't play today. Right? Anytime you're playing ball, I know when I played ball, if my jersey, if my uniform was dirty, I felt like I did something that day. So, brought to you by. But, yeah. Whew. Hey, he's got one of the masks down. That's an interesting looking mask. Is that a punt? Is that a punt? Oh, all right, we're going to pick it up. Oh. That was a punt, folks. So today we're just going to do a little shot of monster with the punt, right? So we'll keep the tradition alive. Shot of monster. Nice. Woo. By the way, great spin move right there. He kicked the punt. That's right. He did. Sometimes I have to remember that we're on a little bit of a time delay. So, yeah. So, kept the tradition alive. I went ahead. I had a shot of monster on it. A little shot of caffeine, if you will. So cool. yeah, this is another good, good run here. I mean, look, our running back crew, they're making some moves. Hey, we got Ace Trump 2020. So Ace, let's go with Ace over on Twitch. Let's go Knowles. I know, right? We're doing some things. And now we have a chance of just keep in bounds, stay in bounds, stay in bounds. Woo! It's a fancy footwork right there. Fancy foot. By the way, I think our other receiver tried to help keep him in bounds to keep going. I want to see it. This is gonna be a good angle on it right here, right? So, yeah, he's almost like, hey, come on, we're stay in bounds, get a few more yards. And by the way, yeah, I mean that puts us. Look at this. Oh. And by the way, if you're watching those, so our running backs, 0, 8, and 9, all three are having a super productive day. It looks like they're using 0 a little bit more, on a lot of these, and then 8 and 9 are kind of coming in as relief. But yeah. Oh, there you go. Nice. First down. This is great. I know my whole demeanor on the day has changed. If you saw earlier, it was, I had the headset on. I was like, oh, yeah, this is going horribly. Then the stream started back up. I was trying to go through different VPN networks to see if I could kind of reroute my IP address, and that wasn't working. Then I looked back up, and it went from not streaming to streaming to not streaming. Kind of bounced back and forth. Now we got to see. So, put the mask on. Yeah, right there. Like, you're right. So, I think, Vass, you were talking about mask earlier. Like, he's right next to the quarterback. Maybe, put your mask on. Wow, is it cramps? That one looks like maybe a cramp. Maybe, I don't know, unless they're checking in the knee. Dude, 6'3", 325. That's a big boy. Right there. By the way, if you're still in college at this point at my age, you're a boy. Boy and girl, if you're in college, sorry. Even Chris Winkie, when he went back to college, it's a boy. But, yeah. D West, man. Hopefully he's going to be all right. I'm not sure. Look, they check a couple things. I don't know if they're going to try to card him, or if they're going to ask him if he wants to be able to walk off the field or what. Yeah, all right, they're gonna pick him up. All right, yeah. Hey man, you think you can walk off the field? Because we're not gonna be able to carry you. I'm trying to remember. There was a game I was watching. It was a long time ago now, but it was, I believe that someone got hurt and they couldn't. They either didn't have a cart or didn't have an ambulance. I don't know what the situation was, or they couldn't drive it onto the field for whatever reason. And it was like, I think some other linemen on the team came out to help carry the player off the field. It was like, yeah, the sports guys, sports medicine individuals, I don't know, the guys and girls, we're not going to be able to carry them off. So it was like, so they just got a couple of the linemen to come out there and help them off the field. Oh, he's so gingerly. That is, can we, like right now, I don't know why you don't get this guy. This guy's 325. Yeah, I think you send out a couple guys over there. Hey, how's it going, Seance? I think it's Seance Fiction. It's kind of like science, but it's seance. So what's up? Hey, over there on Twitch. So howdy. So right now, so D West is just went off. I don't know if you just tuned in. Whoa! I thought he was a rapper. There is actually a rapper. For those that don't listen to a lot of rap or whatnot, there is a rapper that wears that. But it is so hot in Florida still. Why you're wearing a ski mask, I don't know. But yeah, the mask has got everything, cut out so everything can still get out there. All right. So here we go. All right, so 2nd and 3. Florida State was moving the ball. We're actually moving it pretty well down the field. There was a punt. We did a shot of monster for the punt. Last week we were doing shots of fireball. But this week just doing monster. And yeah, so I very likely as we go into the fourth quarter, I'm going to run in the kitchen to grab a different beverage. Some flavor water, flavor ice. There you go. That's a first down. Now just hold on to the ball. That's all you got to do. Hold the ball. We're looking Sprite, if you will, since we're talking about beverages. We're looking a Sprite. There you go. Yeah. It was a great catch. Got that much cushion for the push. Yeah. All right. Like I said, we are running a lot of running plays, right? We are running the play a lot. But yeah, I think we're doing the right thing. I like the way the offense, what we're calling right now. We are calling some variation in plays, but a lot of it is just this is working for us, so we're going to keep doing it. Look at it, bounce to the outside to get the first down. That should be a first down. He did fall on the other side of it. I mean, it's close, but did they have another football there? So, yeah, I wish we could still see the field right now. Anytime that they're doing that, I was like, yeah, you can show me a coach or something, but give me a window and window type thing, a pitcher and pitcher. All right, so first and 10 over here at the 17-yard line. I mean, again, we're doing a lot of short passes. No, that's going to be out of bounds. Right there, but still, picked up, look, we picked up, 5 yards on that? Right? Almost 6? Where they're spotting that, yeah. Oh, they might put 6 yards. 7 yards? Yeah, 2nd and 3, 7 yards. So, nice. I mean, right now, look, just make sure you get the first down. Obviously, touchdown would be best. Oh, fakes that, but gets first down. Now we're first and goal, 6 yards. First and goal, 6 yards. 35 seconds left to go in this quarter. I tell you what, I think we're gonna run one more play, right? So you run the play. I don't think you try to fit 2 plays in here unless you're gonna catch them off guard. I think you run the one play, and if the defense is, can you get the corner? Can you get the corner? Woo! So what I was going to say is that sometimes if you're this late in the quarter, what you'll do is you will run that play because you're first down. And then for second down, if you don't see the defense that you want for the play that you have called, you actually just let the clock run out, reset on the sideline, you're on the other side of the field, and then you run your second, third, and fourth down on that side of the field. But you give yourself an opportunity to see what the defense has, not have to worry about calling a timeout. If you have the wrong play call, you just let the clock run out, and then you move it. But woo! All right. So right here, this can put us up. No. How do we? I mean, look. I mean, we're up by 10, but that could be huge, right? That's a touchdown, a field goal now, instead of needing like a touchdown 2-point conversion in a field goal, which is much more difficult. It adds to level of challenge to get back into the game. So laces out. Laces out, Dan. The laces on that one, I don't know if you may not be able to see it on the screen in the corner there, but it looked like the laces were facing the sideline. And you have to have the laces out. If Ace Ventura taught us anything, he looks Greg Jones a little. Yeah, but I Greg Jones, that guy was a beast. But yeah, all of our guys are looking good. I like the fact that they are running north-south. Right? I mean, we're getting, we're going to run a little bit around the edges, but we had a number of years that we had guys that were doing too much side to side and not enough down the field, right? Yeah, you're going to run side to side and get 2 yards, but you run down the field and get 4. And 4 yards, if you're going into like a 2nd and 6 is way better than the 2nd and 8. But these guys look like they're moving their legs. They're not stopping on first contact, which is great, right? They're not just giving up. And he missed a field goal earlier in the game. Yeah, that is welcome to Field Goal U. That is something we're notorious for. Yeah, he missed the it would be the 49-yarder. So I didn't watch that play, and so I wonder, was it the hold or was it the kick, right? The kicker, because the hold matters. But yeah, if we, the offense looked like it started to click. But your special teams, you've got to have that because in games that are going to be closer, you need to be able to depend on a field goal kicker to come in there and do something. These points, yeah, we're giving up. This just made it an achievable 2-possession game versus a more challenging 2-possession game. And that's just 1 point. That's how big of a difference 1 point is. Now, hopefully, our defense, is revitalized. They're starting to get some stops. We're starting to see some light here. Look, that's just a well-designed play. I think the offense just executed that really well. 6 seconds. They are going to run into. They're going to let it go into the fourth quarter right there. So, I am very quickly, and it will just take me a moment because the studio is located very close to the kitchen, and that is why I chose the studio room. But I will be right back. I'm going to leave. We'll leave the mic on. You can listen to some commercials, whatever. But again, just grab a quick beverage. Be right back. You all should do the same.
Here from Tallahassee. With the Gamecocks who had that halftime lead, James, but that is a distant memory now in the fourth. Thanks to Florida State, Jordan Travis, and all the work they did on the ground through the air. And they built the 10-point lead despite the extra point missed just a moment ago. But I think the tempo, a huge factor in that third quarter for Jordan Travis and the Florida State Seminoles.
Just able to get into a little bit of a rhythm, and it's contagious. The defensive side of the ball, they're getting off the field. And again, I talked to Eric Kresser at Benjamin High School, the Benjamin School down in West Palm. I said, hey, tell me about Jordan Travis. He said, they need to know he doesn't just run it. He can throw it as good as anybody, too. And we've certainly seen that. And, oh, by the way, so can Webb and a couple of these running backs. They can run it as well.
Gamecocks came back with a field goal after this long play, 21 yards. But Florida State didn't stop. In fact, they've scored touchdowns.
We are back. Back. I said we'd be right back, and I am right back. Bam. It's my be right back image. I did find that on the interwebs. So we got coconut pineapple ice. We're not sponsored by them, but hey, if anybody was Sparkling Ice Company, I don't even know who makes it. But hey, if you want to sponsor the channel, by all means, get a hold of me. We put a little box for you on there. We actually put a cool one. So you can do a sparkling ice, and we can put it like right over here, or we can put it on this side, right next to me. It'd be a little graphic, maybe that moves around or something. Get a hold of me. We got a lot of space right here. I can put something on the shelf if we want to do something like that. Yeah. So. Just wanted some gold. That's delicious, by the way. Go Knowles. Woo! Fear the Spear. Finally, the shirt's working. We got the foam finger out of storage. It's working. We got a lot of things that are working for us right now. And again, during halftime, we went through. We did a little Funko unboxing, and this is the Shock Trooper. I think he was coming in. It was 100 something, like 140 or something like that. 2015 Galactic Convention. So yeah, look, we look at a lot of different things. This guy very likely will make this shelf. I don't know if he's going to make the front of the shelf or not. That Batman has been sitting around close to $600. The Joker next to him or Joker right above him, sitting around $300. So that is, if you come to this studio, that's the shelf that I appreciate you don't mess with. I had a Carmen Sandiego somewhere on the shelves. I'm not sure where Carmen Sandiego's at right now, but Miss Hand would come in and she would just move Carmen Sandiego around, and the game was essentially where in the world or where on the shelf is Carmen Sandiego. Ooh, Hormel chili. All right, and back on the game time. So, yeah. So, and if you look, they put all like the like season ticket holder like seats out there, but like so you pay and they put you the comfortable seats in the stands, and they have to go out and put those up for like every game, even if you're not going to show up. Where in the world is she? I have no idea. It's on the shelf somewhere. Oh. 2nd and 3. There you go, Wilson. And by the way, Wilson's really got to step it up because he's going to be going into the draft this year, and let's start performing. You can start the year off kind of rough, but if you can go strong as the year progresses. He already had a really good resume going into it. I think they projected him for like a second round, if I'm not mistaken, as defensive lineman. But look, if he's not putting pressure on anybody, he'll definitely drop. So yeah, we're so soft on this coverage though. Like, I don't understand why we're not. We have athletes, so I don't know why we're not doing more. Just coverage. That looked like maybe zone. I've actually turned around now to see if I can find. Oh, all right, Brian Amaya. You asked where in the world is she? Carmen Sandiego. This is the Diamond. It was the summer convention, I believe. ECC. Yep. 2019 Spring Convention. So it was Emerald City Comic Con convention. But this is just the shared exclusive. You get, different retailers. And where in the world is she? She's right here. Boom. I do have I have a Waldo somewhere. Is that a punt? Is that a punt? Because that means, yeah. Wow. Wow, what a punt. That was a great punt. And, we're not doing other shots, but we'll do a shot of Monster on that one. A little more caffeine. Delicious. So, nice. That's a punt. Woo-woo. I really should wait for the chat to catch up to it. So, Bojangles. So, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Bam! Look at that. By the way, so Brian D has asked 2 questions about 2 pops. He asked, "Did I have a Baby Yoda?" Yes. Pulled it off the shelving on this side, and then asked, "Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?" Boom! I'm 2 for 2 on presenting pops that are being asked for. So, if you ask for an Overwatch pop, easy to find. They are all right there. This is actually a cool guy too. This one actually goes. He goes on the shelf with Batman. I got to rearrange some things, but this is 480 of these exist. This is the Zenith one, so he kind of looks like he's angry. Freddy Flux, but this guy's really cool. This was like the first kind of big pop I ended up winning in one of my waffles. Let's find that. Okay. So the cool thing is I do have some more pops coming in. Hey, Pedro. Yes, it was a good punt, but it looks like the offense found some rhythm in this drive, so we'll see. Yeah, it was. I'm actually intrigued now, right? Because it's we had I think it was a kickoff return that came out and we didn't get very far, and then we had now this punt where we're kind of backed up towards the end zone. What I love about that particular punt, or lack of punt return, is the fact that he didn't try to do too much with it, right? The ball started bouncing, and he was like, look, I'm not even going to try to pick this up and mess it up. I'm not going to touch it, and moved back, right? So, yeah, let the ball roll, but made a smart play. Didn't think that he could do something with it. And I watched the whole live stream, just you finding Funkos within a certain time frame. I would totally cheat, Brian. I would absolutely cheat. And by the way, there was a method of madness. I did go through and I moved some stuff around. But at one point, I had like all my Marvel pops together, all my DC pops together, all my Freddy Funko pops together. So with that said, being able to find them at that point would have been a lot easier. I did I have to go through and kind of reset everything. And if you on the shelves behind me, they are in many instances they're 3 deep. So yeah, you have everything that's in the front, but every row has 3 deep, and then the pops that are turned sideways are 2 deep on the sides. So yeah, that would definitely add to the challenge on the shelves that are 3 tall, 3 deep. Essentially 4 across, and then the 2 on the sides. Yeah, that would. It's, if we did a guess the value pop game, I've seen that done before. There's a Top Pops, I think, does that, where we'll have somebody come in and they just kind of guess the value of the pops. Not sure. Another guy. We had a lot of guys down. He's like, no, don't need to wait for the trainer to come out. Nah, we're just. I think isn't that the guy that hurt his arm earlier, or not? I think it might be. But look, hey, you know what? We ran one play there. our offense seems to be moving, and it's pretty nice that we had the opportunity here to set up, hey, 2nd and 3. Here's what we're going to do: 2nd down, 3rd down, and 2nd down. If we move the ball, if we get a 1st down on that, here's what we can do. So you can actually kind of, it's a free timeout essentially. It's a injury timeout, like Price is Right for Funkos. Exactly right. You have to guess, guess the values. I would imagine somebody that's there would guess value, or look, post pandemic, when I can get people back in the studio again. Yeah, we could definitely do some guess the value of the pops. That person can say what their valuation of the pop is. I can say higher or lower, right? Take the over or under on it, and then we just look it up, pop price guide, see what happens. So, if they get it right exactly, they get to keep the pop. That's not true. Definitely not going to happen. No. Negative. But yeah, or sometimes though, Brian, we do when I am doing mystery boxes. So true mystery boxes that you order and they'll show up. Funky Pop is one of the places that I'll order from, and there's a couple other ones. To be able to, they'll come just completely wrapped up. So you open up the box, they have like black wrapping on it, so you still can't see what it is. And then those I like to guess a little bit, on did I do good, on this, was this a win, was this not a win? I surprise myself sometimes on those with, I think it's like under, and all of a sudden it'd be, a better value pop. And I'm like, wow, this is great. Or sometimes I'm like, I think it's gonna be a $4 pop, and it is. And it's like you're excited you got it right, but you're also sad that you got it right. Yeah. Bow money. Woo. I will say though, earlier I think it was Brian In that was talking about it. Yeah, Travis looks very comfortable in this offense. I don't think Blackman ever looked very comfortable. He's getting hit, but it's also Travis just looks like he's making a lot of good reads as far as in some of the options. Right? Pull it back. Oh, not again. Whoo! Whoo! Oh man, that would have been horrible. That would have been horrible. Oh. Woo! So I'm just trying to take a look. Yeah, he was there the whole time. Did we think we were wearing whites today? Is that so close? That's why defenders will drop balls like that. That's a false start, I think, or timeout. I think it's okay. Timeout, Florida State. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's the guy that had the pick six earlier. Yeah, that the defender sometimes on a play like that where the defender is not moving a lot, he's kind of it looked like just kind of covering an area and also protecting against maybe a run on that side. But when the ball is thrown right to you as a defender, you're used to trying to go get a ball. You're not used to the ball coming to you, right? Because you're on defense. And so a lot of times that can, if it's too easy, that's when you see some of these guys dropping them. And it's totally understandable, but it's just, whew, that was close. So right now over on Facebook, you have Pedro going, Blackman fits a Jimbo Fisher offense, which is a little more of a pro-style offense, right? Drop back pass. Definitely, ran a little bit of option in it, but not a lot. And then Brian N goes, Blackman doesn't fit anyone offense. He just looks confused all the time. Well, and I think there's some validity to that statement as well, because I wonder if Blackman could have stayed kind of on the bench longer initially, right? Not been brought in, so early because of injuries, to be brought into the game, and if he had a chance to learn a little bit better, and then boy, we had a line to block for him. He probably would have done better, but yeah, he definitely. And the amazing thing is, sometimes he'll throw a pass that's super pretty. He'll throw a deep ball that just works out well, and you're like, that's a spark. But yeah, he doesn't look solid, especially not in what we're running now. And I think this is a big example. I feel like they wanted to try to keep some of these guys so that way, eligibility-wise, they'd still have him maybe a little bit longer, right? Can keep Blackman for this year in there, so that way some of these guys have some additional eligibility while we're building the team and building the systems. But it's Florida State football, and you can't just lose every game and expect that to be good, right? To be good enough. I mean, you already tell. I had trouble getting the game today. So back when FSU's at its peak, you don't have trouble getting the game. You have trouble getting tickets to get in the game. Remember we did our Jimbo Pro Style QB spread offense? Yeah, he definitely did better. Their winning streak starts today. Well, it can't start last game because we didn't win last game. So, but hey, let's do it. All right, so 3rd and 4. I would like to see us, let's get a first down here. We don't need 85 yards. We need 4 or 5 yards. There we go. Nice. And look, I mean, he's smiling. He's out there. It looks like he's having fun too, which is really good. And this was a run the whole way. There was at no point was he looking to go anywhere else. Yeah. But that's good. You like moving the ball down the field. So one, if you end up having to punt, you're putting them further back, which is great, right? You don't want to give them the ball at midfield. It's a 2-score game right now. You get the ball midfield off of a punt. They go 20, 30 yards, they're already field goal range. That's a deep ball. Oh, did he? Was he not looking for it? Terry. So Scary Terry was so strong, and then I don't know if that was. I could not tell. So just watching here live, I couldn't tell if it was just too far away and he wasn't able to get to it, or he just wasn't looking for it, lost it. I don't know what happened on that. And then it looked like our quarterback just said Funko. I'm pretty sure he said Funko. I don't think he was swearing there. All right, so 2nd and 10. Now you got to get some yards in this play, right? So obviously, look, if you get 10 or more, that's great. But you really want to get probably like 5 or 6 yards, not 3. Ooh, that might be like 1 or 2. Hey, it's a flag on the play. Let's see. Holding offense. Yeah. See, it's interesting that. So, I mean, I know. Look, you back them up. It makes it 2nd and 20. But you were already going to be, I think it was like 3rd and 8. Right? 3rd and 7 and 8, something like that. I don't know. I don't know why you don't. Sometimes I wonder if by taking the penalty, right, you gave us an extra down. So yeah, we're back 10 yards, but if we can even recoup, we're burning clock. All right. Well, that's gonna that'll move it to 4th down. So that ends up being a good penalty to accept. Or no, sorry, it's gonna be 3rd down on this one. So it's gonna be 3rd and 11 instead of before. I think we're gonna be about 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. So with that said, yeah, I mean, you put us on a little further 3rd down, but potentially we could have 4th down right now and you'd be getting the ball back. But I get it. I mean, 10 more yards is a lot to overcome, usually. He's going to tell him to block. That's going to be a 1st down. There you go. Get out of bounds. All right, be smart. Be smart out there, right? The guys are getting a little chippy. Woo! Holding again. Wow. Oh, it was a hole right there on 37. Yeah, it's right to the flag. Not on 37, but 37 was being held. Blackman had 5 different offensive coordinators. Yeah. I do not envy Blackman having to learn a bunch of different offenses and try to perform in them, especially when you are recruited based off of one thing, right? You're recruited based off it's going to be like this offense. And then you go, a completely different offense, right? Pro style into what was supposed to be, kind of a speed offense. Oof. Yeah. So before this is like this whole possession right here is amazing because the penalties and everything, but it's not like when you get a penalty like that, they put the time back on the clock. So we're still burning through time, and I don't know if that's good or bad because if we're getting the ball back, hopefully we don't need the time later, right? A couple of holds, I guess. I mean, the holds, I don't know if they were good or bad, to be honest with you. Obviously, you don't want holding, but sometimes if your hold makes it so, you get enough yards on the play for it to make sense, then great. But, all right. That was a good open field tackle. All right. But yeah, so Blackman's had to learn a lot. And look, you know what? If he goes to the next level, right, he's likely not going to be a starter at the next level, at least not yet. Because he's not a starter at this level yet. But at least if he goes there, he can, on his resume, he can say, I've learned under all of these different offenses, right? And I had the mental capacity to be able to do that. Yeah. Quarterbacks, if it's in an offense that they are more comfortable with, and an offense that they are better physically suited for, depending on whatever it is, that's going to make a huge difference. And look, it doesn't seem to be the right offense for him. And Travis is playing out of his mind right now. Yeah. Look, we're going. That's funny. They're all a little. I think they're woodchucks. And it's all this wood.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pie. If it doesn't have this yellow.
I'm sorry. You get me. If you put cute animals inside of an ad, Lewis is watching it. Just what's going to happen. Or an ad like this, like Kit Kat. Kit Kat's hit and miss on some of their ads. I mean, delicious. They are delicious. I sometimes take a break with the Kit Kat bar. But so somebody in the other room just yelled, "Oh, look at that!" And again, they're watching a different game. But with that said, I was like, look at what, the Sonic commercial? That doesn't make any sense. All right, up by 10. We're up by 10. 10 minutes left. He's got a highlighter. I mean, we don't have chairs. We're not. They can't give them like some stools to sit on. They have to sit on the. Look at that, like. And also, I don't know about you, but when it comes to highlighters, I'm a big fan of put the cap back on. Right, put the cap back on that highlighter. You have no paper in your hand. Now he's got some paper on the desk, and you want to take the cap off whenever you're going to be doing something like that, but you're not marking anything down. Let's put the cap on. Oh, there's either right on your hand, right in the shirt. Not worth it. All right. Let's see if we can make it 26-0 today. Congratulations, you received 100 messages. Restream drive. Woo, woo, woo. So, Restream just peeped up on there, on that. So that's awesome. Hey, I appreciate. By the way, for those that are chatting up, whether you're on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook, gaming, I really appreciate it. The interactions. That's what makes it fun for me. Otherwise, I'm just watching the game by myself and just talking. I can do that anyways, right? But the interaction back and forth, the learning about different Jacksonvilles in other states, that was amazing, right? We all learned there's a Jacksonville in Alabama. There's a fair chance that I'm the only one that needed to learn that, but we all learned it. We found Carmen Sandiego and another player down. Wow. That is brutal. And that, I mean,
Give them all the credit in the world. This is their first game of the season.
First game of the season, but it's not like we're a team of old.
I mean, their season was totally up in the
So,
air. They're gonna play full
hey, the more where's the star graphic? The more you know. Look at this. So we put this chair together on stream the other day, and it's got a footrest. So I put my feet up. I know you can't see. Look at. So, gotta sit upright. But put my feet out. It's good for the knees. There we go. And the cool thing is, my feet actually slide just under on the desk setup that we have. There's the cross panel in the back for support, and it is just high enough that I'm able to slide my feet under it. I got my feet up. So we did have a DX Racer chair, ended up switching over into this chair. It's the Marvel, it's the Iron Man version of it. They had Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Captain America. I just if you notice, these colors kind of tend to be a little bit like garnet and gold, huh? So you just need a brandy sniffer and a cigar. I will tell you, yeah, that would be fine. I probably would do the cigar inside the house. And it's been a long time since I've had a cigar. And by the way, folks, don't make your own decisions as adults. But with that said, we used to play poker at a cigar bar, and you get like extra chips if you buy cigars. And there was, I cannot remember the brand that we used to get. And it wasn't. I think it was like $6 or something. But it was a nicer tasting one. Man, what was it? I could text the guy that used to go with me. I won't say his name on here. Brian DeMaio. You know him. We went to school together with him. But look, JSU is moving the ball, and that's the problem, right? We're up by 10, but there's still a lot of time left. So, you want to go there? You want to go to the cigar bar? I tell you what, I would like to go anywhere at this point. The other day we did go. We got an Airbnb. It was on kind of like off an airfield, and it was out. There was nobody around, type of thing. So we were able to stay there. But it was cool. It had like a movie theater inside the Airbnb. We had your own theater, just like an 80-inch TV, but theater seating. We brought popcorn so we'd have it. And we just brought all the food we needed. We brought drinks, everything we needed up there. And we did actually go out. It was the first time we've gone out to get food somewhere and ate there. Oh, roughing the passer. Dang it. And we went to a hot dog place and we got some hot dogs. It was delicious. We ate them outside because they had some outdoor seating. And there was one other customer there when we got there. And then after they left, we were the only customers there. So I don't know if they're going to stay in business, but yep. That is roughing the passer. That is, that's what I don't like about like the roughing the passer side of it. It's an important rule, right? Because these guys are quite vulnerable oftentimes. But like he just drops his arm down. We're sorry that his arm is larger than most small humans. Woo! First we hit him in the head and then we take his ball away. We are bullies. I agree. We hit him in the head and then we take away his ball. It's like, we're taking the ball. So, that is. Look, just look at that spiral though. That's a nice spiral. Although, and the receiver down the field is just. Yeah, I think I'm just going to. I'm just on a. We're just gonna have to tackle. It's like, oh. So Sante Samuel Jr. We had his dad, if I'm not mistaken, at one point. But some of these guys that go for picks all the time, it's like hit and miss. Some of these guys are not always coverage guys or tackle guys because they gamble. And come on, there you go. So, but that's nice right there, right? That's the turnover game. Strong. If you can get turnovers, very likely if you have a positive turnover ratio, your team is doing well a majority of the time. So that is definitely good. And it looked like JSU was driving. We were making some penalties, right, to give them some extra yards. And so to have a pick like that, put our offense back on the field. The offense did have a couple holding calls against us last time we had the ball. There you go, whistle. Yep. The play's been over for 4 seconds. But it just whistles everywhere like, hey. Yeah. Come on, coach. Just the mask somewhere in this area would be nice. I wonder. I know in the NFL, I know those guys can get fined for not wearing masks, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm surprised at the college level that they're not doing that. So, yeah, I whether you're pro mask for or against it, In my feeling, as long as if you can wear one, I think you should wear one.
Maybe not fondly.
You know, it's just as a general rule. Oh, did he get? They might give it to him. It was 35. I think he did get the first down, but he's just nothing but smiles right now, which is. I mean that is nice. It's nice to see. It looks like he's having fun, and that's when these guys are having fun. Most of the time, you have when you're players, regardless of what sport, right? Baseball, football, basketball, football or soccer, rugby, darts, bowling. Brian, just for you, golf. When they're having fun, it seems like people play better when you're kind of enjoying what's happening, just in general. And in this case, man, I mean, you know, we've got the quarterback in there. He's having some successes. He's out there. He's doing work. Official review. I mean, it's gonna be a review of the spot, but I feel like you got to see it from the other side. I don't know. You know, they may have already looked at this in the truck and just said it's the best view that we have. But it's got to go to the second dot over there. I think that's good. I think he's past it. Yeah, so right here. So he's going to go, it's got to go 2 yards past this point. That's the first yard. I think he gets, yeah, he's past that. I think it's going to be good. I don't mind if the officials want to review, I don't think that's a bad thing. Oh, what, 5? You can put a helmet on somebody, buddy. You could, you know, it's okay to block. You see that? Number 5 out there? Just 3 guys running by him. He's like, hey, don't hit my quarterback. Just kidding. You know, like, what are you doing? And look, I know you don't want to block in the back. You don't want a penalty. But at the same time, get in somebody's way. Look, he Olayed 3 guys. He's like, hey, the quarterback's over here. Just, you know, go ahead, come around. So yeah, so this is what I'm talking about right here. So this view, right? Pick and pick. You've got. So now we can see. Now obviously they're just kind of pausing on here to show where he's down. First down. Look, I don't mind if you want to take a second, get it right. Great. And there goes the mask, so I can yell at you in close proximity. It's like he's only put on the mask when he's not near anybody. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. But that is how Norval wants to protect his team. So, I don't know. Obviously it's something to get used to. These guys are used to yelling. You know, just for the distance, how far players are from you, or maybe you're trying to get something across. And football helmets, while they do have the ear holes, are not ideal. That is a great run. Dude, right up the gut. I mean, you know, just extra yards. Yeah, I'm just going to cut. There's the hole. I'm going to get behind him. Just, I mean, that is so nice. And I really, really, really like the fact that we're protecting the ball. I'm not seeing us, you know, kind of one-handed. I'm not seeing, you know, when the guys feel like there's contact that's coming, they're putting both arms over the ball to help protect it. That's going to be big down the road, too. Ball protection and winning the turnover battle is big. So that's great, especially against a team like that. I mean, look, there's 6 minutes left. There's still plenty of time for 2 scores. So ball protection is going to be big. And I tell you, we can put this one down. And one thing I was going to talk about at the beginning of the game, before when we had the game issues earlier, was the fact that I was going to say I would not take the spread on this game. Like, you could bet FSU to win, but I did not like. I think the spread was 20-something points. I guess I'll look it up here, but. Football. I think it's over that. There you go. There you go. Keep it. Oof. All right. The betting odds on it. That's Tallahassee.com. I guess we can look there. 6-6. Yeah, we're a 26-point favorite. I would never have taken that. Now, the over-under at 54 points, by the way, right now we're at 58. So if you bet the over, you were good there. Florida State was negative 5,000 to win outright. Jacksonville State is plus 2,500. You know the people that bet on Jacksonville State to win outright. You know they were looking at that and they were like at the beginning of the game, they're like, oh my god, this ticket's gonna come in. Yeah, 26.5 point favorite according to Odds Shark. So according to odds ODDS Shark. So yeah, next Saturday versus Notre Dame. That is gonna be a thing. Oh, I'm gonna drop that. Trying to get all my windows back up so I can see everything that everybody's typing. Yeah, 26.5. Yeah, I would have said, look, if you bet, I mean, right now, yeah, we're up 10. It's definitely, we're not covering that spread. It's going to take a miracle at this point to get there. We'd have to have, that's 3 scores, right? Because you have 2 2-point conversions. So that's 16. Nice. Hold the ball, hold the ball. Solid. Solid. Hey, we got a little boost here. What is up, everybody? So it looks like we got a lot more people coming in. By the way, if you're watching on, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch. We can always rewatch on YouTube as well. I believe actually all 3 platforms are holding some of the videos over a period of time. So get in that chat, have fun with it. We've got fans both for JSU, we also have fans for FSU, and we have just fans of people. Yeah, see, now we got another guy with a cramp. This is one of those ones. Now, the reason that the fans are booing, you start to wonder, like, hey, you know, a lot of the injuries, you know, look very legit, and you're gonna have cramping and stuff like that, especially first game. You know, for Jacksonville, it's their first game of the season. They're cramping a lot. I was like, is it the slot receiver cramping? Is that what's happened? Yeah, it's and the thing, whenever you have cramping, it's like, oh, NC State over Pitt. Yeah, we are. ACC is not looking great this year. At least, look, Miami's looking strong, Clemson's looking strong, but yeah, the rest of the ACC is the ACC. Yeah, so anytime you have the first game of the year, it's definitely hot and humid because they're in Florida. So cramping is the type of thing that does happen, but I hate to see cramping on right after a big play, right? Like, can you cramp on a play like you sack our quarterback and then you cramp? It's amazing the number of times that your quarterback gets sacked and nobody's cramping, right? Nobody's injured on defense when the quarterback gets sacked. And by the way, we do the same thing, right? FSU has been called out for it. We were playing against NC State 2013, 2014. We were up there playing, and I was actually fortunate enough to go to the game, and there was a guy behind me. Obviously, NC State was packed, and one of the guys yells out, he's carrying the trainers off the field, right? Our defender went down. And so, I mean, I get it, right? It all depends on what side of the ball you're at. You know, is it your team falling down or is it the other team? When your team's down, it's a legitimate injury. When it's the other team, it seems a little suspect. So, all right, so we got first and 10, 23-yard line. Just up the gut again. Just up the gut again. So right here, the great thing about running the ball like this is you're taking chunks of time off the clock, right? And we're moving the ball, so it's not like we're just running, right? Just running and stop behind the line of scrimmage. We're moving the ball and moving the clock at the same time, which is outstanding. A lot of times you get, you know, a lot of passes. You know, we're throwing the ball some down the field, but both teams have been throwing a lot within like 10 yards. And the great thing about it is, like, you know, yeah, in a passing play maybe you get more yards, but also every time the ball hits the ground, the clock is stopping, right? So, yep, there you go. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna mark up short on that. So it'll be third down, 3rd and 1. Oh, flag down. Oh, it's gonna be yeah, the defense. Likely it's gonna be personal foul. Their roughness, yeah. I was wondering why our guy fell. I thought he tripped over like a sideline marker or something, or tripped up by blade. Wow. So we're instead of a 3rd down. So let's take a look here. So he's out of bounds. Oh, helmet to helmet too. That was helmet to helmet.
decided to take a look at it because that's
So I don't know. I mean, it's.
a
Oh no! Now they're looking at it.
I don't think it'll happen. I think they're going to take a look at it, unfortunately for Harper.
Official. Yeah, this is going to be a helmet to helmet.
Especially on a late hit.
This might be an ejection.
From Southern Miss.
Wow.
And with 2:50 left.
So anytime if you get so for those that are watching, if you're not familiar with some of the rules on it, one, if you look right here, he's going to come. This number 1 launches, and I don't know technically if that's a launch. I think it's foot still on the ground, but it's absolutely helmet to helmet, and he leaned in with it. So that is, wow. Just ping. That is brilliant. That's right near that ear hole. That can give you a little ringing in the helmet. So if you are ejected from a game, right? So for targeting, if you're ejected, if it happens to the first half, you're just out for that game. If it happens in the second half, you're out for the rest of that half, and you're out for the first half of the next game. So if he gets ejected from the game, this is huge against JSU because they're going to lose him for the first half of the next game as well. So yeah, I think they're going to call it here. They're going to give him the old targeting. Yep. Disqualified from the game. Yep. Yeah, so it was already 15 yards. So they already gave him the 15-yard penalty on there.
Harper does not have to leave the sidelines. He can stay out there, but he can't play
Okay.
anymore. Disqualified is different from being ejected. If you're ejected.
Okay, so that's kind of a cool thing that we're just talking about. I don't know if this sounds like carrying over, or if you're able to hear it there. But what they were talking about is the difference in the rule. That historically, if you were disqualified from the game, or ejected, disqualified, that they would you had to leave the field of play as well. So you can't play, but then you have to go back in the locker room essentially. But the change to the rule this year, you can still be on the sidelines. You can't play anymore in the game, but you can still be there, which is big, right? Because it lets your guys still learn. They can still watch. They can help other players, right? So they can go up like whoever's backing them up in the game. They're like, hey, you should be looking out this way. You should have gone this way. From a defensive standpoint, your cover on this side, you're helping here. But if you are ejected from the game, so let's say fighting or whatever, you get ejected. With something like that, then you have to go back to the locker room. So the player was disqualified from the game, but not ejected from the game. So he is able to. So if you see him on the sidelines, you see number 1. That's just apparently a new rule this year. You are not required to leave. Oh, look, they have a stick-on names. Just a little tape, right on there. I know it's probably stitched on, and likely a little. Somebody may have been holding on to that. I don't know though. It looks. It may just be taped on. That is funny. Like, hey, let's get this guy a jersey. What? Tape it up there. That's also my duck sound. Get in there. Woo! If you had the over, you have the over at this point. So now we get to see if our kicker can make a kick. See if let's see if we can get another extra point. Since obviously we couldn't get one. By the way, interesting thing, if you just saw the Marching Chiefs, not only are they wearing masks and their special masks for band, for players in the band that will allow for a mouthpiece to go into the mask, but they also have covers at the end of the instrument, right? So like the saxophones and the clarinets, which we kind of saw there, but there be a cover over the primary exit of wind, really, because that's what you're putting through. Which is great, but on the other side of it, if you look at a flute, a saxophone, a clarinet, there's like 50 other holes on there. So you are protecting against the primary projection area of wind flow, but there's still other areas that wind gets out. It's not like a brass instrument like a trombone, a trumpet, that has a single exit for air. So it's cool that they have it on there. It's I'm sure there's some helpful. It's better than nothing. But there's a lot of other spots that have holes on any of those instruments. So the fact that they're doing it, I think it's good. But yeah, wow. So Jacksonville State 60 yards rushing, Florida State 256, not airborne. So it's the the spit particles and stuff. So like on a trombone, and that's Jose coming in and saying not airborne. Like on a trombone, you have a spit valve, and so as you are pushing air through the instrument, you're also I'll call it particulates, I guess, but spit is going through as well. And on trombone and on a lot of your brass instruments, because of the tubing, some of that kind of gets caught. It will kind of gather into a particular area. So the idea behind having something cover is to help keep that, from coming out as well, even though it's not like a hose. But there we go. I tell you what, from the kickoff game on this side, I mean, our kickoffs seem to be getting a good distance. Now, I imagine some other teams are going to actually catch and run from inside the 5. But with, obviously Jacksonville State, their side of it is just, hey, if they're kicking us back here, we're just going to take it to 25 and just go with it. But yellow fingers for everybody. Woo! Go Noles! Yep. In case you're wondering, this is over 20 years old. I think it's over 20 years old. Actually, it should be. But I had this when I was at Florida State at one point for something. I don't remember when I got it. But I had it. It's moved across country with me back and forth. And I took it out of a container the other day looking for something else. In the future, though, we likely will have the FSU flag back up. I had taken it off the wall here, or it was just hanging in front of one of the shelves. But I had taken it off because we have a flagpole now. And so I'd hung that last week when Florida State was playing, but Florida Atlantic was not playing. And I just had to put it back up. So there we go. Look, there's 2 minutes left right now. So this is the point of the game. It's a 3-score game. Right? I mean, if you get 3 scores in minute 50, you deserve to win. But right now it's about getting your, be in the right place, make decent plays, no dumb penalties, right? This is just about what have you learned, what did you not learn, are you taking what you learned in practice and using it right on the field. Be smart. It's a chance to put in some guys that are a little bit younger. I think we're having too many guys on defense. If I'm not mistaken, we had a guy coming off the field. So we had 12 guys. I don't know if unless the penalty's on the offense for not allowing enough time. But I feel like that's what they're going to call. 12 players on the field. Yeah, the guy was coming off the field. He was going like he wasn't running. Like he was just like, look, if you look 55 is like, oh, okay, I'm off the field, and then they snap the ball, and he never made it. I mean, the ref is right there.
If you were almost there, they gave it to you, but now you got to have that foot off the field when that ball is.
So that's a dumb penalty. Now I don't know if that is wow. That was a great throw and catch, right? I mean, he put the ball right on the dot. But so it's penalties like that. Now I don't know if that is a coaching penalty, right? Did the coach change personnel too late and cause that player to have not enough time really to get off the field, or was it a player penalty where they should be? Nice. So FAU has beaten. I think they were playing. I think it was Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. FAU football. Yep, they played the Charlotte 49ers today. So the first game, Willie Taggart coaching post FSU. He is 1-0 with the Florida Atlantic Owls. So good for them. There's the type of updates that we get on this show. Lack of hustle, yeah. So that's what I was thinking, Jose, over on Facebook. It's saying lack of hustle, and I'm with you. I feel like, he was coming off the field, but you could see he still had 40% of the field to go, and he started going a little bit faster. but you've got to go a lot faster because you know that offense was set. Right? The offense play was already called. Receivers already split out. UNC Charlotte. Hey, Artie Islandi teaches there. Artie. Very cool. By the way, it would have been great if somebody in the chat had been like, "So Lou, do you know where Charlotte is?" Because I would have I probably would have got it. I got it right only if it was in North Carolina. So, oh, awesome. Go Knowles. Oh yeah, so Powerade. Obviously, we don't do Gatorade. We do Powerade. We've had a long contract with Powerade. Not going to support our enemy. That's no flag, huh? So 44 seconds. We're up by a number of scores, which is outstanding. We're doing shots of Monster today on punts and such. So yeah, so this is look. If you're there, if you know, you're gonna hear it every time on every stream, and they're just gonna talk about the bell icons, like, subscribe, those things. Look, we do. There's a flag. It's gonna be on defense then if they just let the play go. We're gonna do. You know, we're gonna watch a lot of FSU games. We're gonna see. We may or may not be able to. We'll find out what we can do with the Notre Dame game next week. Very likely. You know, I'll stream, be watching it, and very likely that could be a rough one for us. But at the same time, if we win, it's gonna be amazing. And then, but we also will do some Funko unboxings. But we'll, you know, play video games. Overwatch is the game of choice most of the time. And then, you know, other than that, Call of Duty, we're playing some of that. Monopoly, Ticket to Ride. So yeah, so it's a pretty, you know, it's a variety channel at minimal. If you want to look at it that way. Obviously, the FSU games, especially since so many of us are at home. Wow. That was not to anybody in particular. The FSU games where we get a lot of our kind of back and forth inside the chat, which I really, really enjoy. I like it. And we have a lot of fun with it. And it's always better, obviously, if FSU wins, at least on this side of it. I know for Brian D that's out there, JSU, you got your Masters, I think you said, from there. And sorry about that, but I mean, look, we didn't cover the spread. So that's a positive for JSU, and you all look good. I mean, you look like you have a strong team. Maybe just a little out personneled today on that side of it. And look right here. This is right. Defense got a. That's a pick. Not a pick. Oh wow, wow. Look. Oh, flag. Oh. Wow. So here's what happens, right? So for those that are watching right now, and maybe you watch some football, you don't watch a lot, or you're wondering what ineligible downfield. So the linemen can only go so far. They don't go. I think it's like 2 yards, something like that. Right, and so it keeps them from just running forever. Well, the degree is emergency management, so I know how to handle big loss. That's awesome. So what happens though is that if you have a guy ineligible downfield, they just pull the whole touchdown off the board because of that. So, I mean, that's unfortunate because it was a great pass catch, and that's an avoidable mistake. And now, he's up. Yeah, I skipped it because I see the ball going out the back of the end zone. So 18 seconds left. So it's gonna be a nice day over here. Super rolling football. Yeah, you know what? I get it that you. I think the spirit of the rule is that you don't want the quarterback standing back and then 10 guys down the field and not know which ones are pass eligible, right? Who do you have to cover on defense? So I think I understand that side of it, but sometimes the constraint of the distance they're able to go throws me off. But that was fourth down. Florida State's got the ball. Victory formation, which is this year, first time we're going to see this. So go Knowles. Hey, thanks for everybody showing up in the chat. I know we got Brian, Jose. Who else we had in the chat? We had Vass earlier. We had Noob who came in and corrected me on where I said I didn't know where Carmen Sandiego was, but I did not know where Jacksonville was. We got Pedro up in the chat earlier. And Pedro was there again. I was sliding all the way up here. I if I missed you, I apologize. But if I missed you, yeah, we had Ace. Ace was there. I never thought I'd be so happy to see that we're 1 and 2. I know, right? Like 1 and 2, it feels like we're like 3 and 1. Just to get a win under the belt here. And I know we had somebody else. I know there was Ace was there. I know there's like at least one other person. I'm just trying to scroll through. I'm not finding it. Oh yeah, Science Fiction. Because I remember they came in. They said hey, and it was such a great name. So yeah, hey, cheer sports teams. I like it fast. Brian, yes, you as well. Be safe. Ken Fleming there. Hey, thank you, Scalpel. Ken jumping into the chat right here towards the end. Did you notice the sideline reporter is yelling her questions? I feel like maybe you could write the question down, and, on a dry erase board or something, and show it. But look, we got there. Al Hawkins, hey, thank you for no sighting in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Georgia commentary. Well, thanks a lot, Al. I appreciate it. Look, that's why I do it. The great thing is, if I say something wrong, we've got a good chat out there to be able to kind of correct me. Also, if I don't hear something, there was a kicker. It was a big boy kicker. I think it was Georgia Tech, and I was like, wait, how big was he? And someone in the chat was like, hey, here's the info. Great day to be on Noel. Yeah, Kevin, right there, buddy. It's oh nice. They're coming over there. They're chopping it up with the Chiefs. That's awesome. Yeah, if you look, everybody's got the covers on there. Try to keep some of that the droplets are going out. But yeah, it's one of those wins. Yeah, we were supposed to win the game, and we have the better personnel. But at the same time, to get a win, and we didn't give up, right? So even when we got behind, we turned it around. We had, and when the game looked to be in hand, we also didn't get we didn't get sloppy at that point either. We had some penalties. I think the penalties could be worked around. But other than that, yeah, I'm with you. It is a great day to be a Knoll. It's a fun day, and great news is over here in this household. We've got FAU. They beat Charlotte. And so FAU, they were watching that in the other room. So FAU beat Charlotte. Florida State beat Jacksonville State. And yeah, all around good day. And look, it's only like 7:30. And I got to eat some nachos earlier. So that was delicious. I know y'all didn't get to see the nachos. But I did have them. They were good. So with that, thank you everybody that was in the chat that did that. And everybody that was just watching, right? I know I do the same thing. Sometimes I just watch. I don't comment. If I'm watching somebody else's stream, sometimes it happens. I get it. But yeah, always feel it's a safe space, whether you are rooting for or against my team. Join in, have fun in the chat. The only thing we ask is that everybody's nice to each other, and everybody is. So right now, we've had a really good time with it. So with that said, thank you. Be safe, be good out there, and go Knowles. We're on the board. We won a game. Chicken dinner. All right, thank you all. Have a good one.